Bueller, Bueller, Bueller,
That boy is good.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the monthly candle close stream, where it is a rarity that we get these, but it's also even more rare since we have a quarterly candle close stream where the 3-month closes, and I guess we'll look at that since we look at the monthly. Yeah, I think the last time we looked maybe at the 3-month was 3 months ago, and it was amazing. So, but we're not starting the show with Bitcoin. We're starting with the Ethereum, since it is, in fact, outperforming Bitcoin today and breaking its own respective supply line, that downsloping resistance right there. You can see this is the daily. I've got all that bearish stuff still marked on the 4-hour, but just to clean it up so you can see. Right now, you haven't broken all-time highs yet, but definitely one type of breakout has occurred. Very good. Oscillators are set up just like Bitcoin, set up for much higher prices, right? Where you're currently now back in bullish territory on the relative strength index at 62.81, right? Anything above 60 is bullish on the RSI. Anything below 30, anything below 40 is bearish. Okay, 50 equilibrium zone of your relative strength index. So great news there. So you're not overbought. You're not overbought until 70. All right, and then the positive momentum has just begun to build. So a lot of fuel in the fire for Ethereum, where the targets, if this breakout's to be real, which you never know if they're, the best way to know is with confirmation, right? Breakout, and then back test the breakout as support. And ideally, you would want to break, hook, and go, which is an engulfing candle off the back test, so a 3-day, 3-candle process. But, it starts with the breakout. So maybe you get a back test, but eventually, let's say this breakout is confirmed, whatever, no matter how it goes, and it's going to play out. We're talking to targets, 2 different targets, 2,500 and 3,000. That's it. That's clearly the measured move area of the structure, the symmetrical triangle that I guess it turned into. But what reinforces this to me, based on experience looking at waves and analysis, especially in this market in the past 5-6 months, it's that the XABCD stuff, right, where the asset sells off, it rallies, deep retrace, right? The key signature here is the retrace. That's an 88% retrace. You sold off and made the higher low. And if you watch the stream, you know how much I've been talking about this across the whole market. If you see an asset that rallies 78 to 88% of the way, then sells off and makes a higher low, you better look out, because that is where you're now on your last wave of this complex structure. The last wave, C to D. D, PCZ stuff up in this zone, 2,500 to 3,000. Okay, that's not going to happen overnight. It will take a while, but I'm just talking about this. Right, bearish, deep crab. Yes, the bearish deep crab idea, and the wave would take us a 1618 fib extension. Sweet mother of God, it literally is $2,500. That's it. PCZ.
Friendly reminder, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is the best day to join Patreon. Invest in yourself and support this stream. Happy Thursday, Mitch. Clinking beer mugs.
Tucker Food, thanks for the Verge coin in the jar. 690. Thanks for the advocacy of the Patreon. Yeah, first of the month tomorrow. So it's the best day to join the Patreon. Sure. Absolutely, man. So I want to say thanks to all the patrons from this month and the months previous, but if I don't see you again, thanks so much for your support. And for the ones that are sticking around, thank you for your continued support, and I'll see you tomorrow as well, right? So in the Patreon chat, in the Discord. So that's what we got going on. Tremendous strength on a breakout, where we were looking for this. The lipids test we had was, will this extremely bearish combination of variables play out? It did. It played out, but it underperformed, right? Never got to that 100% retrace before a nice rally, and then you sold off kind of inverse head and shoulder stuff, and then you broke that old confirmation neckline, whatever, of the head and shoulders pattern, and now you've broken, again, the supply line, but not just the supply line. We knew that would be confluent with the congestion area looking left, right? Horizontal line resistance and down sloping resistance at the same spot. Look how you've broken it. All right, so the next target, we were saying, if you could break that 2K, I'm thinking it would see 2K. As soon as Bitcoin, finds its way to 60K, I think Ethereum's going to see $2,000. So good news, man. This is normally trend-ending stuff, right? This is where, wow, you look at this, it could get real bad, but the sentiment remains strong. You just made a higher low, as you can see on the daily, and you're going again. Strength. The bullish bias is still here based on the underperformance. Just like Bitcoin, right? Just like the tweet I posted a few days ago, where how do we know there's bullish bias? Extreme bullish bias based on the extreme buyer exhaustion on the oscillators for the first time of the entire rally, right? How it played out. The TA was certainly respected, where you did impending price action reversal implied, you got that. But that reversal only manifested into down sloping consolidation, which we know is normally bullish in this context for sure. And from that previous discernible low to high, a 61.8% retrace. So a 61.8% sale was on Bitcoin between 61 and 80%. That's a pattern completion zone of the bullish 5-0, as we've been looking at over and over and over. So, hey man, it's just not too much wild. I mean, it's not like that surprising, is all this stuff happening, because you know that bearish divergence played out, bullish engulfing Mara Bazoo, and then you ended up developing hidden bullish divergence.
Double bottom plus classy bullish div at 786 retracement.
Oh, I don't know, Miguel, man. Thank you, dude. I think I saw maybe you posted something on Patreon, but I think that retrace was way too shallow for what would be A and C or something, the 2 feet of the dragon. Okay, so you get it. TA's being respected on both sides, and like Ethereum already has a couple positive histogram wicks going on its daily MACD histogram, and Bitcoin has none. Like moments ago, I mean, I guess not moments, but like maybe a couple hours ago, where Bitcoin was just a little bit higher. I think Bitcoin was just sitting around 59,500 or something, 400. You were actually starting to go positive on momentum, which normally manifests into follow the price action, higher prices, and more histogram islands on those higher prices. So the stage is set. Certainly for price discovery to re-engage, where the eventual targets between $67,000 and $72,000. Did a poll yesterday, my first community poll on YouTube, because we had already always relied on the straw poll, but we do have a poll, a month-long poll going. Here's the link to it, and it's just simply will Bitcoin's cup with handle pattern hit the measured move of 72K in April? And it's pretty funny, man. 1,400 of y'all voted on this so far, so maybe we get more people to participate. 81% of y'all, or the high majority of the audience of y'all, think that yes, it's going to happen in April, which will be insane based on the whole Gavin thing, right? I still can't believe that. So go ahead and participate if you want. Thanks for the 5 super chat. All right, so what happened last night? I mean, I guess early in the morning there was some price action, some volatility, some longs getting liquidated, and then shortly after shorts were getting liquidated. Where here it is, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. Remember, bearish sharp pattern turns into a potential bullish 5-0, and the best 5-0s have A, B, C, Ds from on their last wave, right? And this happened 1414, the reciprocal ABCD, excuse me, where this can bottom out between 113% retrace and a 1.618, and that's where the wave, after that D wave, look at the nice rally. There was, in fact, also bullish divergence down here. This was literally the bottom, was when the tornadoes were hitting my county like hard. So nice to see that, but look what's happened. We broke out of this downsloping consolidation, and we just merely back tested it as support. This is some serious confirmation on the 4-hour, where it just went down, right? I mean, I think in a matter of maybe a couple hours, Bitcoin went from its highest point to its lowest point. You had a 5% swing, $3,000 swing on Bitcoin in like less than 2 hours, I think, last night. But it's good because anytime you regard an area that had been a resistance as support, I mean, that's a form of confirmation, so it's good. And now we're back above that February 21st high, holding that. The longer we stay above this, the higher probability becomes we run to test 60K, and then the previous all-time high and beyond. So yeah, Phillips 66, man. What's up, Smitty?
PSXP, let's go.
Thank you for the 33 repeating, of course, man.
Bruh.
And the Belushi attempt, which we knew was never going to happen, but thanks. Yeah, we can look at Phillips that had a nice day today. Yeah. Tech had finally had a comeback, man. Hey, AMD, Nvidia, nice. Right at areas that kind of made sense for low risk. And a second bottom, you know, that's what we want. I had lunch today with some new friends that are into this stuff, and I'm so happy I got to meet them. They might be watching the stream right now, so hello, friends. Thank y'all for the invite to lunch. And I know one of them at least is going down to Miami with me for the meetup, but you know, between June 3rd and June 5th. So I'll be there if you want to go to it too and meet me. That's where I'll be at. Just don't be weird, okay? Don't don't be weird. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. We looked at Ethereum first. Let's look at the monthly. Why not? Looks like I've been on log scale every time. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Right, Bitcoin on the monthly. What, 6 months in a row? 6 months in a row of higher prices on the close every time. Beautiful. You almost hit the measure move of the log scale symmetrical triangle. You have certainly hit the log scale high to low Fibonacci golden retrace, the 1618, perfectly and no higher. And sitting at stupid levels in the RSI, like 92. That is near the highest levels ever, but not quite there yet, right? I mean, 95 and 96.
What about the Coinbase BIPO? All the best from Amsterdam.
Oh, what about it? I don't think there's a date yet on when it's actually gonna launch or be posted, you know, to actual IPO. What I think about it, I mean, the fees they charge, they're probably a cash cow. They probably make stupid revenue, right? For poor, unsuspecting new people trying to join just to buy some crypto. They'll, you know, the price will be at 58K, someone will buy it, and Coinbase, the spread, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, you'll buy it at $700, man, maybe $1,000 above the actual ask, you know, and then they charge the stupid fees on top of that. So I'm sure they're extremely profitable, so they might make some good revenue, right? So it might be good, but ugh. That's my thought on it. Okay, Bumpy Dumpy, thanks for the 25 euro super chat. Total crypto market cap is all time highs. Is it total? I like totals. Look at that, just cause. You're right.
Total crypto market cap is at 88.
Dude, holy crap, man. I mean, total, yeah. It did hit all-time highs for a moment today at 1.875 trillion. Wow. Hold on. Oh, some of this is still here. Jeez. It's all these old trend lines from like way back when it mattered, you know? There was actual, not parabola going on. Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? Yes. So it's it looks kind of like Bitcoin. Now, you know how we just talked about X, A, B, C, and then you're working on C to D now? It's absurdity when you get the higher high and then a higher low. That's even stronger than, remember, we saw the lower highs, the 88% retraces, 786s. When it goes to like 113% and then sells up and makes a higher low, it could be even more substantial. So that's even stronger, really, is what that implies. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to measure like your Fibonacci here for just extensions, but you know, it's an aggregate of a bunch of data total. This is all crypto, at least on TradingView. 1.923 trillion is the 1272 Fib extension. The golden mean ratio is $2 trillion. I would think that's probably X marks the spot. So there you have it. Yep, all-time highs. So I guess Jesus shines for that, right? Yeah, total two's doing well, breaking out. Yep. Just drinking coffee, dude. Where Bitcoin's really just stuck. I mean, 59K. It's such a strong resistance for it. I mean, you know, we did have a reversal March 20th there, and kind of the 18th. So I think it's just maybe there's absorption of remaining supply at these levels. Certainly still some sellers, since we haven't just started ripping yet. Okay. So fantastic to see the parabolic run continue. And 1 hour 35 minutes till your daily, monthly, and quarterly candle close. Let's look at that 3-month on Bitcoin. I think in the stock market had like, this is gonna be the 4th quarter in a row of like gains. Look at this. I remember us looking at this quarterly candle closing, and it was actually a breakout. Anyone remember this back when we were streaming? We were really focusing on that quarterly candle close, and it was the monthly candle close too. And it was like you had back tested for a couple weeks the resistance as support, but it didn't look like that on 3-month. It was just you broke out and then you just gone, right? 6 months of just 2 quarters of pure prosperity, life-changing money. Yeah, dude. So, I mean, you're just at levels where it's like measured moves being hit, golden mean ratios, 1.618. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. I mean, is this going to break that and just go to like $380,000, which is the 2618?
Trying to chart. Looks like 3 rising values on the weekly. Thanks for your analysis. Chains. Elbow
So,
cough.
DJT, thank you for the 23 and change of something. Oh, it was cash. Thank you for the fiat. Sam T, man.
Sam T super chat at $69. Hi, sir. I think Band is making another run of that 20 wall. Check it out, please.
We'll look at Band. Band's that make her dance. Thank you, dude, for the 69 super chat. Yes, we'll look at it. All right. Oh, well, let me go back to that. Need to look at before we get in the request. So remember, in my opinion, I feel like this is the breakout. You know, you broke out yesterday, and now you're spending today back testing the breakout as support. Not just the horizontal line resistance breakout, but the down sloping resistance breakout, as you saw on the 4-hour chart, the back test and the bounce. Beautiful. So let me look at, spending too much time on Bitcoin. All right, so let's go to Litecoin, then we'll go to the index funds, and then gold. Gold got a bump today. Congratulations, man. Wow, everyone's so excited, you know, that gold finally did something. Wow. Litecoin is hanging in there, not really doing much anything. It's up 0.09%, so absolutely nothing's been done. You know, 195 is an area of support resistance that has to be broken. As you can see, you're struggling with it. Nothing really implying upside right now, you know, but I think if you get above 195, you hold above it, I really think eventually 228 is going to get tested. There's not much support resistance between 195 and 228. As you see from history, look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Pretty simple. So you get above 195 and you hold it long enough, eventually you're just going to go straight back up to 228. It's simple. It just, this like happens over and over and over, just like last time we talked about it, right? When it's breaking the neckline of that whatever symmetrical triangle or slanted inverse head and shoulders, it broke it. Where'd it go? 228. Boom. Hit that PCZ, perfectly reversed, and was just too strong to hit the PCZ of the bullish bat pattern. But so we settled for a 786, which is not the PCZ. But that's just indicating that the market is too strong, or at least Bitcoin's macro is not letting these altcoins hit their measure moves or their PCZs and stuff. All right. So that's probably your next target, 228, assuming Bitcoin just keeps going or goes sideways long enough. All right. That's it. Simple. Good to see everyone though. All right, S&P 500, you know, up 0.36%. This was not the story really. $4,000 was, you know, once you bounced off 3862, 4K, right? And you'll probably be there sometime next couple days, you would think, right? Assuming some crazy doesn't happen. And the story of today was tech and the Qs and Apple and Microsoft. Microsoft got this huge contract with the government. All right, so nothing's changed. Higher lows, higher highs. And once you break $4,000, you're thinking probably like 4120, just the upsloping resistance there of this structure. Dow Jones was the laggard. It got took a hit today. It didn't do well. I mean, how did it not do well? It's down 0.26%, but you know the other index funds were doing well. So it's just at this point, man, wow, you actually got some possible Class B bearish divergence on the 4-hour, right? Impending or price action reversal to the downside. You might fall back into this channel. Definitely a possibility, but if you make a higher low, then you just might be setting up for an ascending triangle continuation. So yeah, this money printer just keeps going burr. And so it's just more so, all right, great. We want to look at these individual assets to be trading. I mean, index funds. All right, cool. What's up, Mujtaba? Thanks for the 647. What's up, Skinny Pete? I'm Skinny Pete.
Is that a joint?
Hey man, I'm slinging mad volume.
Is that a joint?
That stacking benchies. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, Skinny Pete, man. There's this young gentleman with a weird butterfly on his beanie or something. Anyway, Breaking Bad memes. Well, it wasn't even Breaking Bad where that was, but thanks, dude. Jason, you want to look at Hex? Yes, we'll look at it. He said geeks, tigers. I don't even know what geeks means, dude. That's Cajun. That's not even Cajun, dude. That's just illiterate. I don't know what GEAX is. I know what GEAUX is, but thank you, dude. How many hours till April Patreon opens? The best time to join would be probably tomorrow when I stream, right? Like, that would make it safe to where you're not joining too early. But, what's up, Don?
Don French tipped $25. Speaking of Coinbase fees, what is your recommendation on a reasonably priced crypto exchange to use while trading in the $50,000 per month range?
I mean, what I'd do is, you know, you own Binance Coin on Binance, and it cuts the fees down. And that's worked for me pretty well, so. Okay, but I'm sure there are others. Chat recommendations on exchanges that you like, that the fees are reasonable. I don't know. I wouldn't prefer Kraken because, dude, the stop loss hunt. I've never seen an exchange like that before, like Kraken, where the wicks, you don't ever get wicks like it on any other exchange except Kraken. So that's the one I would quite possibly steer clear from. But maybe, you know, other people have some. Oh, but there's a reason why that happens, dude. It's totally in your best interest. What's up, Jason? Thanks for the 5 super chat. Cheers. So, Dow Jones, man, I mean, hidden divergence played out, but now you might be topping out for a little bit of divergence there. So there's somewhat of an edge to the downside, but, you know, bearish indicators and an extremely bullish trend are going to underperform, and they can definitely be unreliable. So it's really tough to be like, oh, I'm going to call a top on Dow Jones. This is definitely where a top could happen, at least a local top, and we're not talking about it's going to crash, it's going to dump. I'm talking about like maybe it sells off and makes a higher low, pivots, and then goes again, right? NASDAQ Composite, that kind of scuffed looking, you know, it's not really inverse head and shoulders. It's more so like an X, A, B, C, and you could be completing the C wave, and you're now in the midst of a D wave. The fact is, I hate that there's a gap now. There's a very small, insignificant gap that you know is going to get filled in time. It may not be tomorrow or the next day, but that's going to get filled. At 13,055. But great, it had a good day. NASDAQ, wonder why, you know, the fangs. And then Russell 2000, small caps, also nice bounce. Today up 1.13%, where it was showing hidden bullish divergence and is, look, a low, and it's kind of making this local higher low right there. So, I mean, if this continues, you're thinking 2318 will be tested eventually. You're range bound though, right? Range between $2,070 and $2,300. Double bottom. And this is a form of Class B hidden bullish divergence, right? One valley, the same valley, with higher levels of negative momentum, lower levels relative strength. Pending price action continuation implied. What's up, Velco, man?
Can we expect Cake to take off as soon as BTC finds support at 60k? Thanks for all you do, man.
Velco, please read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, because you would never have asked me that question. Because, as traders, we never, ever expect anything. Never. Because when we have expectations of where something's going and it goes against our expectations, it triggers emotional responses in our brains that can affect our next trades. So no expectations. You don't have to know where an asset's going to make money on this market. Right? Like one taking along at a critical support with an edge, right? I don't know if it's going to play out, but those variables are indicating that there's upside potential there, and it's very easy to manage my risk by where I know where to set a stop. I don't want anything to do with this asset below 2070, right? That's risk management. And the fact that trades do fail, it's part and parcel of trading. That's why you practice proper position sizing. Because if the trade fails, no big deal, man. Move on to the next one. You're not going all in ever. Anyway, thank you, Velco, for the 50k. But Cake, you know, we'll put it on the list. Sit 2 of the 3 targets the trade set up. $30, $29.99 would be the next one, and it would just have to do what the other ones were doing. That was why it was the third target. All right, let's look at gold real quick, just for fun. Hey, man, I kind of like where it balanced. Isn't that insane? Is that probably a harmonic there too? Yeah, dude. All right. So you're in that downtrend. It sold off and hit that downsloping support, the demand line. This could be a weird form of spring back test of spring of a downsloping support. Okay, it could also be a tweezer bottom on the daily. Tweezer bottom reversal. That's a textbook tweezer bottom on the daily, chat. Do I have a graphic on that? I think I do, from the days of yesteryear. Excuse me. Maybe I did. Dude, do I really not have a tweezer graphic? I find that hard to believe. Wow. What's wrong with me? Alright, I'll just Google it, whatever, to show you. Alright, so tweezer bottom on the daily on gold. Amazing. So that's a Japanese candlestick reversal. So this is implying you have a confirmation low and a tweezer bottom. So, and it's off a demand line. So the variables are starting to, okay, that's pretty decent variables there that are starting to maybe give you a higher probability that this could actually go up to at least test 1750 again. This is it, okay? Okay, tweezer bottoms, tweezer tops. Don't worry about here. It doesn't have to look like that. It's just the bottom where you have identical lows on wicks.
Can you look at Ebon?
And opens and closes. So SPAC, DD, Ebon, EBON. Sure, SPAC. Thank you for the 20 super chat. Okay, so actually, and oh my goodness, on that pivot there, you're showing daily RSI bullish divergence, at least for now. Very interesting. And dude, it's this, all right? It's literally this.
And then, just like that,
Gold started presenting an argument that was indicating that this could be the bottom for now. You didn't have any of this yesterday. That's how quick life can come at you, right? Life comes at you fast. Bullish variables come at you fast. So gold could be ready to go to 1750 again. You break that, 1800. You break that, well then you're still in the downtrend. You got a long way to go. You could see 1850. All right, that's your gold. Pretty cool update there. You got the makings of a Velocity athlete right there.
Green tip $23.02. Can you check out AT&T on the monthly 0.012000000 ETH?
What's up, Green? Thanks for the $23.02 of Ethereum. Yes. We'll look at it, dude. Thanks. Thanks for the 1,457 tuned in. If you're joining the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Where, hey, it'd be awesome, man. Bitcoin closes with a red candle today, like an indecision candle, easy to engulf tomorrow, right? On the new month, where historically, Bitcoin has a good time during April, always a bad time in March. So we survived March. Benjamin Jacobs, thanks for the €5 super chat. I didn't see that. Not bad, dude. Right. Just talking about right here, right? If it's red, hey man, cool. Indecision candle. After just back testing, that's perfect. Stage is set, man, for April to be amazing. Let me try to find that info graphic. I'll just post it and then repost along. Just bear with me a sec. There it is. Okay, so this is, if you were wondering out there, like, hey, how's this going, dude? How's Bitcoin do historically? Bitcoin monthly returns, right? Here we are. We're in March. Wow, that's awful. The only anomaly month was 2013. That was whack, dude. But it's appreciated 171%, and so the only other year that it performed was 7% gains in 2019. So here we are, 2021. I think, what are you, almost nothing, you know? You didn't lose or gain much of anything in March, and so look at April. That is incredible, right? Only 2 months or 2 years did Bitcoin not perform positively in the month that is approaching. And even in those months it did perform. It was only down 4 and 6%. So I'll tell you, dude, it's kind of wild looking at this and then looking at the actual chart here, looking at the coupled handle breakout and backtest with the hidden bullish divergence, with the histogram island looking the way it is, where it's about to go positive. I mean, it is. So the chart, I mean, it could fail, right? And like, you know, Bitcoin, it just double tops and it's all over and we dump to 42K. But I'm just telling you, like, that is staggering, knowing what April's normally hold for Bitcoin and the way it's looking on the charts on a daily time scale. Extremely significant. Yeah, May is normally a good month too. So March and September and August kind of are the worst months for Bitcoin in performance. Okay. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. Appreciate that, man. Okay, so I guess we can get to these requests or something, right? Okay, first one was PSXP was the first one that met the minimum criteria for a request, even though I see some people request it's $20 minimum. So keep that in mind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we're on the cusp of extreme glory here. I think this is a composite operator written all over it, man. PSXP up 3% today. If you break $32, man. $32. Which is just some high from 2013. You break that, man, you're going straight up to 35, 40, 35, 46. And then after that, oh God, nothing till 42.57. So this one has been, wow, tremendous amounts of accumulation. There was also an XA, B, C, D. It's turned into a nice run. Look what you did. What was once support from 2013 became support again. So you have a textbook spring back test of spring. Look at the daily oscillator. It's just like Bitcoin. Like, right? Bullish convergence above the 200-day moving average, bullishly engulfing today. The stage is set for this asset to break its $32 area and run to $42. So I've got some calls on this. Like I've just been sitting in them. They expire in like June or something. But excited. Successful spring back test. We know what can happen with successful spring back tests at levels like this, where you bottom out once and then you bottom out twice, kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom looking. You know, it looks great, man. So a lot of upside in store for this oil and gas pipeline industrial services company, Phillips 66 Partners LP. Wow, boom. All right, there you go, Smitty, man. Nothing more to talk about, because this is something we identified, found, and it's like a trade setup. So a lot more upside involved. Okay. Imagine not liking stocks and only caring about crypto. I just couldn't do it, man, ever. Yeah, dude. What is this? ABEV. Potential 3 rising valleys. A major potential 3 rising valleys. Here's the confirmation line at $3. This is one we identified. It's already charted, right? It's done. I think the upside could lead it to 427 eventually. This is a very nice Bulkowski structure. All right, 308 major ice line. Okay, you break 308 ever. I mean, there's definitely going to be a little bit of resistance just above it, but it's a kind of a zone of resistance, I guess. The chop zone. Okay, 308 to 325 is just that big zone. You break that, it's going to easily go up to 385. Another ice line from 2016 and 2018. But again, you just can't. If you're talking about being equitable with a trade with stop loss stuff, the target's 427. That's the size of the structure. Again, this is a potential 3 rising valleys. A classic accumulation structure. Where? What is the context of this pattern? I'll show you the context of this pattern on the weekly. From your discernible swing low from October of 2008, global financial crisis, what happens? You had an 88% retrace, an 88% sale on ABEV, where this structure is presenting itself. That's exactly where one takes their shot. So I'm just saying, like, someone could be like, look, dude, I mean, you do get accumulation in bear trends. It happens over and over and over. But the thing is, it's different this time, because what we know about 786s and 886 retraces. You got a 12-year 886 here. Imagine going short because you see that. That is so dumb. You're paying extreme premium to go short at these levels. Flip the chart over, man. Right? You understand, like, going long in this situation after an asset has run up and hit an 88% retrace, extreme premium to go long at this level, because you're like, oh, it looks like a bull flag. Good luck, man. Good luck. Talking multi-year downtrend since 2013, and it's finally hit the PCZ of an XABCD, for that matter. Look, I mean, XA, B, C, D, right? It's completing the complex structure as well. This is it, man, for ABEV. This is like a low risk, long, and it could take like months to play out, but this is the area where it's easy to sleep at night taking longs on assets doing this. Okay, just saying. Yes, it's bullish. I mean, and even if it fails, it's just so low risk. Such low risk involved at these areas. Okay, that's ABEV. We've been here before. Still looks good. Oh, I was gonna do that. Whatever. I mean, I need to make my own infographic of this. I'll get Shailen to make it, but this is really it here. Okay. This is it, man. Okay, 3 valleys, 2 peaks. Confirmation line is the second peak's top. Dear Salute, oh my god! Thank you, dude.
3 things. 1, thanks man for all you do. 2, how is that setter looking? 3, show me them linkies. I blame Matthew D, give me them tendies. Nom nom, much positivity bruh. Smile nom nom.
Correct, Matthew D. Correct, dude. Thank you for the 60. How's Ethereum Classic looking? Looking great. Remember? I mean, it looked good on the weekly. All it did is break $13 and it was gonna go nuts. It's having a pretty good day today. Positivity, absolutely, dude. Thanks for the nom noms. Thank you, dude. Thanks for all the support in the Patreon. Alright? A lot of upside involved for ABEV. You're being warned right now. I mean, hey, I come here for value. Where's my value? I mean, you're literally looking at it, and we just looked at something else. Phillips, right? I mean, come back to me in like 2 months, and we'll talk. What was the next request, man? Band was next.
Bow to your sensei.
Sorry.
Bow to your sensei!
My god, dude. Remember that time it all started with a harmonic? And yeah, double bottom, right? Like, you had the buying climax, you sold off once, you got a second bottom. A lot of these altcoins, you know what this looks like? Reminds me of? Dash. Looks like Dash. Very similar ways. All right, 1 valley, 2nd valley. Nice move today, up 21%. Broke a critical 1530 resistance. That was the neckline of the potential double bottom. So now you have a confirmed double bottom. Maybe we did something with it. No, I guess not. Yeah, it was your unconventional XA BCD2, but 1 valley, 2nd valley, break their resistance. You're probably headed to 1976 eventually. Now, you could always come to backtest 1530 as support, but that's kind of like you think about the target, right? Measuring the move of the structure of consolidation you were in for so long. Look at that, it's almost like TA freaking Tetris. I'm playing Tetris, but it's for band. Beautiful, right? That's like the structural measured move, which just happens to line up and be exactly the resistance where traders set it up February 13th, their highest level ever, right? Wow. Perfect. Nice, dude. Yeah, this is what happened. Dude, it's literally...
See what happens, Larry?
This is what happens when you break critical resistance points. When you break ranges. You can oftentimes get big markups like this. Whatever. Thank you. Sam T, thank you, man. Hex chart for Jason. Next. Yeah, Hex, man. Yeah. It's up 2% today. This one, you know how I feel about this one. If you're a patron, especially, that position trade, you're up on it, and you're just waiting. You're just waiting for the remaining supply to be absorbed at 1.9 cents. You're working on that. You tried once, sold off, back tested old resistance as support. And now you're attempting again to absorb remaining supply. And once this is broken on Hex, Yes, and you do, in fact, have some bearish divergence, so it could sell off again and turn into a ascending triangle or something. But look, that is implying a reversal in the short term. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm going all in now. It's not ever a good idea to be going in when maybe when an asset's showing a little bit of exhaustion, where it pulls back some more, again, makes a higher low, then you just get this ascending triangle behavior where you have consecutive higher lows with a sell wall. So, you know, look out for that. Maybe short-term downside, but once 1.9 cents breaks, look out. I'm not kidding. Oops. I'm pointing my finger at you, sorry. This is it, dude, right? Above this is prosperity. Above this is nothing but outer space until 4 cents. And that's a target. Look at the levels of accumulation. Accumulation with confirmation. Once it's broken, man, just it'll be a headline day for Hex at some point if this breaks. It hasn't yet, so don't get cocky. But once it does, if it does, whew, look out. Be good, man. Oh my gosh. What's up, dudes? Thanks for the 111.11. Thank you, dude.
BK Trap tipped $111.11. Seven, it's been a while. Can you look at BTR exchange coin when you get a chance?
If you so desire. Sure, thank you, man. In Session Top Jesus today now. Cheers. Okay, Hex, what more is there to talk about besides once 1.9 cents breaks, I have an alert set up. Thy kingdom come. 4 cents will be done. Amen. Next one was... oh, cake. Next one was cake. I love cake. Oh, by the way, I don't think anyone cares, but my NFT of Elon, I have lowered the price to 1 Ethereum. I know, no one cares, but I'm still gonna literally just inform people. There's the link to it if anyone want to look at it. Okay, so here is cake. Nice trade setup. And you're just, what's happening here? You at a level of congestion from history, your price is oscillating in between the areas of congestion, right? Where I could just simply do this. You see where traders settle up, right? And this is the zone here. The major zone. Once that's broken, see ya. You're gone. But until then, what's happening at these levels? I mean, it's very possible, right? Absorption of the remaining demand is there. And it could be on both sides, right? Like where you just don't know what type of absorption is happening. At the same time, it could be like, oh, it's a rising wedge now, and could be ready to reverse back down to $15 to back test old levels as support. You can't rule that out. It's hit 2 of the 3 profit taking levels, man. Like at those levels, that's oftentimes where people take profit. But hey, man, it's cake, so you know it was just a grand slam. I mean, what do you do when an asset's like at the second level? It is. I don't know if it's what it's doing next, right? But we had a real good idea of what could happen at the PCZ of the bullish cipher pattern at low risk levels on a back test of a spring. We had I think, an increased probability of it going up versus down there. But this level, I don't know. I have nothing, right? No expectations ever either.
Bitrex has the most history.
Oh God.
Thanks for everything.
Not DGB, man. And not DGB to BTC. Matthew D is probably... that's probably a Matthew D fake account or something. Thank you for the milk and the footballs, dude. Sure. Cake got token burn on April 10th. Oh yeah, well then maybe it runs up, goes parabolic until then crashes on the 10th or something. It'll be a sell the news event or something. Who knows, man? You shouldn't even care at this point on Cake what it's going to do next, because you've made so much money from it that it's... right? You know, again, this is swinging for the fences. If it's going to do what Ocean and ORN and what are the other ones? CRV. If it's going to do what those had done when they did the same thing, then yeah, you're thinking $29.99 eventually. But what would be wrong with it going down to backtest $15 before then it goes to $30? Are you going to lose your mind? You just can't be surprised. Okay. Kind of interesting. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, very clear. I mean, the thing sticks out immediately is you're in the dead middle of a range, right? This is a no trend asset, but you can identify levels of accumulation, consecutive levels of accumulation, including just recently. And now you have, I would say certainly you have a level of hidden bullish divergence on both oscillators, at least on the 4-hour. You can see it there, like a low on price, a higher low, and it's above the 200 moving average. Very good. So there could be implied continuation to at least run up to test 1092 as resistance, that's obviously the area where reversals occur. What about the do any help on the daily? That'd be amazing if we had help on the daily. Oh, just bullish convergence. So it does look okay. I mean, you're losing negative Momo. The 4-hour is signaling upside next, not downside, and you have accumulation. So once you break 1092, I think you got a real good shot of seeing 15 bucks. Seeing that scam wick high. It's not bad. Not too bad. It was so close to hidden divergence, but it's just bullish convergence, which is still bullish, still fine. So yeah, I mean, you might be able to play that. But again, the lowest risk area obviously is always going to be 385, not 794. So continuations implied, at least on the 4-hour, on EBON, which is eBang. Never looked at this before. Electronic technology, computer processing hardware. There you go. Continuation implied to the upside. Lots of accumulation going on despite anything. So you keep this up, eventually, yeah, 1092 supply would be absorbed completely, and then you just break it and you go nuts. Okay, it's not bad. Like you show like a little demand line here. Signifies, right? That is where demand is. That's why you call it a demand line. Upsloping supports. Demand lines. Because people have bids, limit buys set up at that point. Okay? That's your EBON. Next request. Man, it was so close, man. It just never quite got there, did it? First time it did, but look, the 786, it was almost a textbook Gartley, but I guess it was just too strong to where it could only reverse, it could only get to a 72% retrace before bouncing really well. So, man, it was off, but man, it was close, and it's just testament to the XABCD waves, right? Look at the end of this wave, eventually a big markup, right? The end of this wave, a big markup. So you're still at these low risk areas, aren't you? Anything above 2883 is really strong. All right, go back, deep retraces. Look at that peak from 2008. It's very real. And just above that is your peak from 2011 at $32. So you get a lot of resistance, man. A lot of resistance on AT&T. But you would think at these levels, it could be just the composite operator acquiring his position. There could just be a huge Wyckoff range, accumulation range going on right now. So I guess we could clean it up. It's beautiful though. Isn't that like just gorgeous looking? I love it. Anyway, we're just talking about, right, $32 is kind of the top of the range, maybe like $31.50, and then you have like kind of the bottom of the range was like $26. And so if you ever break $32, that's where the big markup could begin. Also, you could be like, maybe you said the monthly, right? So you're probably being like, is it a double bottom or an inverse head and shoulders or something? Let's see, what'd you say? The monthly. Wow. Hey, you've been here before. Thanks for bringing me back to it. Oh my God, AT&T on the monthly chat. AT&T on the monthly is showing extremely well developed, classic, class A bullish divergence. Also, I believe this to be a shortening of the thrust, and you're bullishly engulfing or close to engulfing above 28.83. This is it, man. You're above the congestion area and you're closing the quarter above it. Right here. You're above that. And that's going on. And it's almost neutral to positive. And the RSI also implying a reversal of the upside. When you show bullish divergence in the monthly, it could take weeks and months to play out. But dude, this is stupid strong. Look at this demand line. It's like double bottomed at the demand line that goes all the way back to 2003. The upside on AT&T is stupid, 6.77% dividend yield. Okay, so you will get paid to own this, and you'll have a technical reason to own it. And the upside could take it all the way up to like $38 to $43. Wow, the monthly on AT&T is incredible. It's like an ascending triangle, literally like an ascending triangle pattern. All right, man. There you go. Value. You're receiving value. Get wrecked, Bitcoin. Just kidding. Alright, you're warned. You're being warned. Give me 6 months on this thing. Enjoy your dividends while this thing eventually runs up to test $39 eventually. Okay? Okay. Great request. Thank you so much, Green, for talking about the monthly, because I've been here, but just, dude, I see too many charts, man. Too many. I don't even remember the last. When was this? Like, when did I even look at it on the monthly last time? I don't know, but it's here. Freaking out a little bit. Thanks for the 1,437 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Join the Discord if you haven't. Where we have almost 13,000 members in Discord. That's where you get notified when I go live, because YouTube often fails. So if we have a 3 a.m. pump stream, you probably, if you're not in the Discord, you're probably going to miss it, because you're never going to get notified. So okay, what's the next one? Ethereum Classic that we have been looking at, and it's been looking good, man. Looking good on the weekly, and it's above, it's broken out. The major breakout, dude. This is not a joke at all. This is not a false alarm. This is real life, where the target is on the weekly. Yes, 1839. This is it, dude. You broke the resistance. The target's 1839. That's it. Huge bullish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted right now. Not overbought. It's fine. Composite operator acquired his position. You know the composite operator is grayscale. Bitcoin Trust, right? So up 8.45%, breaking levels, resistance levels, and again, 1839 is the target on the weekly. See you there. That's it, man. But this is like, this is not new. Like, we've been talking about, well, at least I've been pinging patrons about an ETC. So, there you go, T.S. Eliot. All right, big deal. Big deal on ETC. Next one. Is this a crypto? Yeah, it's a crypto, I guess. But I don't know if I can BTR.
Hey Mitch,
It's not anything I can look at.
Gust on daily. Thanks, have a great night.
BT, Bitcoin Gold to US dollar. Sure, Michael. Yes, if you want. Sorry, dude. About BTR, BK Trap, I don't, right? If it's not on trading view, I can't look at it. And I don't know why I'd even want to look at it if it's not on trading view. So, it's not here, dude. Okay, gotta go to the next one. Yeah, you're 1 penny short, Michael. Get wrecked, dude. That's someone sitting in the audience. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice, dude. Accumulations here. Yeah, these BTC pairs. I was having a conversation at lunch today about the BTC pairs. It looks actually pretty good. It's below the 200-day moving average, but what it's doing, it's anything above 109 satoshis is actually pretty good. It also broke a down-sloping resistance, or did it? It didn't. My God! Do you see this supply line here? No breakout yet.
Love the stream, Mitch. Can we get a look on DIA/USD? Breaking all-time high soon. 1.618 fib around $6.
Yeah, we can look at DIA. Thank you, Charles. Jacoby for the 20. Sure.
Weekly too if you can.
So Michael, weekly on. Sure. Yep. So this is great, man. Really big opportunity for DGB. Obviously, the real crypto, right? The real standard of cryptocurrency. Connect. I bet it looks even prettier with an equidistant channel. Let's mess with it real quick. Move right there. How do we have it? Right here. Yeah, it was like that. So no breakout yet, right? The supply line, Wilkowski's bump and run would be up at like 150, but I really do like anything DGB to BTC above 109. There's hope. There's promise. There's a chance. That's it. I think there's that peak right there. There's the scam wick high as well. So you're gonna have, if you really want to do things on, if you want to see DGB go insane, you're gonna have to break 142 to 159. Because if you do that, I think you're going up to 198. Right? There's nothing there. So that's it, dude. Accumulation is still in a downtrend, but made a higher low. So there's hope. And if you stay above 109 long enough, I think you're gonna run to test 142, 159 again. You break that. That's the big the zone. Right, the congestion zone where if you break it, really good things could happen. That's it. Okay. DGB to BTC. Next one was that. Been here before. I remember. Hey, anyone remember when we looked at Bitcoin Gold and it was? We were talking about $16. If you break that, it could go insane. Went straight up to the next resistance.
Targets.
Sub RT Master, thank you. I don't know, man. We can look at it if you want to see that Bitcoin pair, sure. So yeah, anything, Danielson, when resistance support broken, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, and now you're breaking 35.83. Oh my God, above this area. Do you understand the upside potential is insane? Insane upside on Bitcoin Gold. It's trash. I have no idea what this crap even does anymore, but it's just the technicals. It's just the actual history of the asset, its price action correlation to support resistances. All right, I'm gonna draw one more trend line right there, that low from April 2018. You get above that, you hold above that, straight down, straight up, straight down. So You'd think it very well could go to $83 eventually. I know it sounds absolutely absurd, but that's reality. And how many of these freaking S coins have we looked at that have, once they break those resistances, where do they go? Cardano, VeChain, they just they go straight up to their next resistance, and that's where Bitcoin Gold's next resistance is. Okay, this is huge. Breaking out of a range it's been in since freaking June of 2018.
Bruh.
Bitcoin Gold, by the way. But at the same time, if it fails and you fall back through this zone of chop, you could find yourself all the way back down to $15. So it is just a matter of, I mean, I think there's lots of accumulation going on. It looks like there's absorption of the remaining supply at an area of congestion, the last remaining area where there would be supply, where there would be reasonable, understandable sell orders. Above that area, it doesn't make any sense why there'd just be random big sell orders at $58, $65, right? Nothing makes sense until $83. Okay, so just be on the lookout, man. I know we had looked at it before and it looked good down here. We knew if it broke $16, it could go straight up to the next level. Or maybe it was like, I can't even remember anymore. Maybe we were looking at it initially when it was hitting this. Dude, anything above this area could be extremely promising. I mean, it could double in value. Literally, Bitcoin Gold could double in value. All right. Oh, you wanted to see the weekly as well. All right, weekly. It's probably going to look better. Yeah, it's a lot clearer, I guess. I mean, it's clearer in regards. There's less candles, less noise. Everything's the same, though. Like, this breakout is momentous. This will be the highest candle close for Bitcoin Gold in 4 days and 1 hour since May 28th, that week of 2018. That's big time, dude. That's a big deal. That's like, hey, if you're like watching ESPN and they always bring up stats with statisticians, this is it. This is it for Bitcoin Gold. You just think about a little disclaimer at the bottom saying that what I just told you. Okay, it's a big deal. Anyway, there you go, Michael. Next one. Well, this one looked amazing before, and it's just gone insane since. So we'll start on the weekly with DIA. Look at this. You understand how close it is to breaking to all-time highs?
If I were green, I would die.
Thank you, EB, for the greens and blues. Please don't die. Thank you for the sevens.
Bruh.
Thank you, dude. So again, 412. You break that. Yeah, price discovery activated. Look at this, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, just insanity. High to low. I'm going candle to candle, not wick to wick. First target's like $5. $5 psychological resistance and a 1272 pip extension. That's where DIA would be headed if it does break out and go into price discovery. But that's it. But yeah, we had identified how much better, how good it looked right here. This was it, dude. Right? It was back testing what was once resistance, the top of the trading range. This is called the backup. The backup, man. Where the asset gets a markup and sells off and back tests the accumulation range as support. It showed a triple bottom right here. Look where it went. And now it's just at that top. Okay. And as you got back above this other area from September 14th, you got above it. You spent a little time back testing it. But now here you are engulfing on the 4 hour, 41 minutes till that close. And yep, you're just on the cusp of insane glory where it could go insane. Right? Like it could just go to $5. Price discovery. But at the same time, if it stalls out, Bitcoin dumps or something, I mean, it could double top. But man, you gotta love that 200 moving average being respected as support, as well as the last remaining point of congestion. Right? Straight down. This was, it's kind of interesting here, where it didn't quite make it to the top. I think it was because Bitcoin sold off. Yeah, February 21st. That was Bitcoin's buying climax, right? That's the area we're trying to backtest the support right now. Remember what happened Bitcoin after it had its buying climax? You had a big sell-off. So did the alts. So yes, it dumped there because of the macro. But yeah, big breakout coming on DIA. It seems. Can add an alert. It's a break all-time highs. We'll hear the beep. Man, we've been going, dude. Non-stop. I feel like I just blacked out. We're gonna make it, chat. We're gonna make it. Oh my god! Scott Carney followed me on Instagram, dude. I didn't know Scott Carney was on Instagram. Let's go, dude. Harmonic_patterns is his handle. Followed him back. Wow, dude. Looks like no one has Instagram in this chat. I don't blame you. Alright.
Link to BTC isn't ready, Sensei.
What's up, Sad Higeki? Let's look at we'll look at it, alright? Thank you for the 20. My man. So the next request was that. Whatever this is. Some S coin to the best performing asset on the planet. By far. Oh, that looks good, man. I mean, kind of anyway. My first time ever seeing it. Clearly the selling subsiding some. Never got anywhere near like the more major area, did it? Never back tested it, ever. I don't like that. You always want to feel comfortable with forms of confirmation with back tests and double bottoms and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of right. Momentum. Hard to say it's shifting. You got one valley and a second valley, and you're popping. You're up 11% today. Oh, it's called the secret network, chat. Whoa, super secret. And these situations, man, it's just kind of bottoming out. I mean, where? So just right here. That high from October 13th. Yeah, so maybe you back test that as support or something at 5,037 Satoshis. But you're not showing accumulation really yet, are you? I mean, it's like maybe a little bit. But I would think there's probably... I mean, how do you plot a supply line here? Look, it just keeps changing, you know? Even if you were like here to the newer one, I guess it's breaking out, you know? Really kind of tough to... I don't really see much of a structure, you know? Alright, say this. Let's just say this. Say it holds above 5,037 sats long enough. I guess we could... If you want a common retrace, high to low on your, you know, Fibonacci between... If it's just going to make a common everyday retrace here, like this is the bottom, we don't know. It's really, I mean, the best support would be 4K sats, but like between 6,669 and 7,978 sats, that's your golden zone, the common retrace area for an asset that is going to just make a common retrace and then reverse there. So I don't know if the bottom's in yet on this asset. It's not really showing too much of an edge. I guess it showed a little bit of hidden bullish divergence before it started taking off on the MACD, but I don't know, man. Much better things out there to look at to go long on or something. So I don't know. Secret network. Dude, imagine shilling an S coin, like unironically, thinking it's gonna have any effect on the price. You're just gonna get banned if you just spam. Look, you got a Telegram group of an S coin that you want to get rich off of, and you want to pump it. Well, this is not the place to be pumping your crap. Okay. Discord link's not working. Do we need a new link? Been here before, Saya. Link to BTC. Here it is. It's your textbook. Bullish what? Oh yeah, you're dang right about it being ready, man. I mean, we're talking to 786. You're pretty much there. Oh my god, dude. Oh, look at this. Triple RSI bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Wow. Up 4%. This is exactly where dreams are made. This is the exact, absolutely ideal context where you want to see a harmonic. You know what this implies, right? This means the link to the US dollar could go nuts, but it's going to outperform Bitcoin. This is what I'm talking about, right? Link, yes. Targets eventually for Link. 79,000. Say $75,000 to $79,000. That's your target on Link to BTC. Once it breaks above 53,299, that's when the insanity begins. That's where it's going to go straight up to those levels. Okay. This is it, Larry. Link to BTC. Unbelievable. Holy crap. It's very rare we get these opportunities when they present themselves so purely, so beautifully like Link is right here, okay? Fantastic. What a great stream so far. What's up, Rinky? Thanks for the 1,000 ruples, I think. I think you did. Thank you. Okay. It's like literally... Okay, breaking news. Link is ready to go insane. Link to BTC is ready to go nuts. Okay, cool. That's it. We got through the requests. Nice, man. We did it. I've been live about an hour and 22 minutes. Perfect. Everything's like working out, you know? Not stressed, not behind, not this or that. It was good. It's been great. We found some pretty good looking stuff. Great, some really good requests today. Proud of y'all. All right? Taking the teachings that are applied here, scanning your own charts, and then, you know, you tip and we look at it and we get, you know, does it pass the test? Some of them did, some of them didn't. But that is part and parcel of scanning. Always be scanning, ABS. Always be scanning for opportunity. There will always be opportunity. Okay? And that is why it's always good to be diverse in the markets you participate in, because crypto is so homogenous that if there's not opportunity on Bitcoin and not opportunity on alts, then what are you going to do? Well, then take it over to stocks. Look at what we saw. AT&T is ready, and on the monthly it's implying noontime. Crazy upside, and you get paid a 6+% dividend. Wow! While you wait for it. Michael Silly just tweeted, "Gold doesn't work anymore. Bitcoin broke it." Wow, that's funny. Let's look at that infographic or whatever he just posted. This. He said,
Noise!
"So Larry, you broke my jar. You broke my camera."
Hey Mitch, can you look at Muse today? Thanks.
We'll take a gander. Thank you, Larry.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Invested $1. What, in 5 years? $1.25. It's real, right? I mean, gold is at the same price it was at in 2011, 2012. So we're talking one more than 5 years. $1, $1.39 in 5 years for Bitcoin. That's insane. Yeah, dude. Gold is dead right now, isn't it? But we looked at it today, and it actually looks like, I'm not saying it's going to the moon. I'm just saying we have a tweezer bottom, added a downslipping support. There's bullish divergence that's now developed, and it's not just one low, it's the second low. You have coinciding variables on gold implying that it's going to run up to go test that resistance again. So, fun stuff. We all love Michael Saylor. Hopefully, I mean, I'm praying I maybe get to meet him down there in Miami this summer, but no expectations of that at all.
B? Major cup with handle, bullish shark, double bottom confirmation low after PCZ, classic bullish divergence on daily, and above ice line. Hashtag
oh, is the Tree Peak guy? I love the Tree Peak guy. He's my favorite. Best meme ever created. For charts, anyway. Yeah, we'll look at it. Sorry, I'm getting back to these. These are like newer requests, so the pipeline's starting to build again. Use. Well, I mean, you can't say that harmonic didn't play out, did it? 886. It rallied, hit a 50% retrace or so, maybe 618, and dumped. So below the 200 moving average now, you think it could be headed right back down to whatever that number is, 3.5 whatever's, ramped ethers. Okay. I don't know. It seems like a harmonic that played out, but wasn't able to quite get to C and A. Normal, like, you know, those are Casey Stubbs targets. So whatever. I mean, at an 88% retrace, the asset reversed. You actually kind of got like a confirmation low. But nice to see it play out, and now it's over. But it hopefully just makes a higher low than the previous low. I mean, you could probably plot a really, really pretty channel here of some sort, right? How would we do this? Maybe from the top side? Yeah, that's it right there. But how does that work? It doesn't on the bottom side. No matter, yeah. The supply line was really good. But how you're out. No matter what way you look at it, you're out. You've broken every demand line, potential demand line that there could be. So, I don't know, man. It's down 20% today. Did something happen to it? Cool story. I don't know why you requested it so much, Larry, man. Okay. Next one was... BE, Bloom Energy Corporation. Major cup with handle. Maybe. It looks like it's trying to bottom out a little bit, getting near that 200-day moving average. It hasn't tested the 200-day moving average since April of last year, so... Base of buying. Did it back test that area? Yeah, look at that. I like that, but it gapped up today, up 7%. You know that gap's probably going to fill. That's an everyday gap, right? Everyday gaps have a high percentage chance of, like 60+% chance of filling sooner rather than later. So, you might get a chance on the gap fill to take a long if you were so inclined. That high from October of last year. You got one valley, second valley. I'm not sure about a PCZ of any harmonic though, because I don't think these are... I mean, you could try to be like X, A, B, C, D, then it's like a shark that's at PCZ or whatever, but I think there's a supply line that you're going to have to break right there. It hasn't done that, has it? No.
Love your channel. Could you look at Luna chart? Just realized they have a huge ecosystem starting to come out that bridges Ethereum.
Crypto Hunky, so it's a $20 minimum for requests, so you can string tip that if you want, but it's just a rule, and it's for quality of life for me. Okay, it's just the way it is, man, and it's definitely not because I'm greedy. It's just like if you've been a part of this community, you know, like the beginning of the year when it hit, like something changed to where like I was getting requested like 1 trillion assets and I couldn't keep up, and it was just stressing me out. So we had to up the minimum because it's like, hey, I don't know, man. It's just the way it goes. So supply and demand. So anyway, I mean, until you break the supply line, there's no breakout of any sort of local structure. So you're just in between the supply line and this now buy wall. I buy wall at 23.38.
Here we go.
Thank you for the 20. Yeah, sure. We'll look at Luna, which was a trade setup before, and it was incredible, and it's just gone absolutely nuts. Luna. So let's say it's gonna reverse and go to the upside here. You know, I mean, the divergence was pretty nice, pretty decent on the daily. Pretty decent, right? I mean, that was clear. I mean, not in oversold territory, which is always best, but it's nevertheless it's there. So a little bit of seller exhaustion at this buy wall, but you got to break the supply line, and if it does, then you're looking for a common retrace between 31.27 and 36.47. You'd think though that really the target would probably be $38 the high from October 2018 if it's gonna make a common retrace here. This is the reversal point, and it doesn't go any lower. It's just possible. So it's just, it doesn't stick out to me as like absolutely the best thing ever, but it does have some variables that are favorable, possibly for low risk.
How
Right.
about 18 on Stream Elements since YouTube takes 30% of them? $20 super chats. CCAD please.
Gavin, that's a fake Gavin right there. Real Gavin would never tip lower than $25, he said, so I can't. That's fake Gavin. Y'all broke in my jar so bad.
Thanks for putting forth so much energy. I appreciate everything you do and have taught me. Was the gap up on like a everyday gap, or is it a bump and run off supply line breakout?
We'll take a look. Fishhead, thanks for the 20, man. Cheers. Thank you. Okay, so like if it's gonna play, oh my god, it's the real Gavin Crown. Oh my god, what, dude? You broke the crap out of it, dude. You hear that? That's never happened. I've never had the audio skip, dude.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Bruh.
Look at it.
Fakes. BTC CAD please.
Oh, so that must have been a real dude, Gavin. You see what I'm saying? It was a fake Gavin. We knew the rules. Okay, it's still falling. Dude, you gotta finish your joint before it hits the jar. That's the rule, man. And it is landed in the jar. Is it gonna hold? We don't know. I'm gonna have to refresh the cache, unfortunately. It's so busted now. God. No! It's gonna fall out. And get wrecked, Elon. We're gonna miss you, dude. The best emoji ball by far, right? It is not 1980 computing power, dude. It is Stream Elements software cannot handle the high quality graphics that we produce here. Literally, we are the 0.01% of streamers in terms of graphics and stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wow, Gavin, man, my God, thank you. All right, thank you, dude. So what we got on B, man, if it's gonna make that, we got targets between $31.27 and $38. All right. So Luna was next. Some of these, like Luna, just get so high in price that it's just really tough, like talking about taking opportunities on them because it's just stupid. Oh, this was the one that was literally this. It hasn't moved. It's turning into like a broadening. That's like a right-angled and ascending broadening formation or something. It's too much of a coin flip here. Like this is a, you can flip a coin and it goes to 16.36. You flip the coin again, it lands on the other side, it goes to $20. It's in the dead middle. I don't think this is a very good area at all for a trade. I think this is one where I would just do it again. It goes one way or another, right? You don't have an edge. Not really. There's not really much of an edge. Unless you just want to try to say that this low from March 17th and 18th is being regarded as support now. and you engulfed, and now anything above this, so like, right, if you never get a candle close on the 4 hour below 1837, it's a valid bullish engulfing candle, and that could be the signal or the trigger for $20.46. But so you're talking about, I mean, that might be the only way to size up risk, having a stop below 1782, right? Because then if it doesn't hold, then it's going down to 1636 easy. But then it's like you wouldn't even, if you had a stop loss below that, you wouldn't even be able to take profit at 2046 because it's not a 3-to-1 reward to risk. It's not equitable. But maybe one could take profit at 2226 or the fib extensions above it. So it just really doesn't stick out to me as like amazing. There's not much of an edge really either on the oscillators. It's just, yeah, now I remember yesterday. It was the same analysis when someone else requested it. Okay, so Crypto Hunky, sorry man, I wish I had better news, but that's, you know, if you stick around and you start actually learning the technical analysis I'm teaching, your requests, you'll be requesting assets that you've identified, the things I teach, right, like AT&T or something, where there's just variables that are looking amazing. So Bitcoin, no, we gotta look at LAC and then we'll go to Bitcoin to the real dollar, the Canadian dollar, of course. Yeah. Never got there, man. Yep. I know, right? Fishhead. I know, dude. Great job, right? I mean, that's you. So, here was the argument. Fishhead was like, all right, dude. I think Fishhead said, I think that it could be bottoming out. And I was like, okay. But remember, it's not at the PCZ of the structure of the harmonic, because of the 50% retrace on B, that is the bat. But he said, but wait a second, we're getting confirmation at the 786 that the bottom's in, and there's divergence on the oscillators. I'm like, yeah, you're right there. It could very well reverse, but again, rules are rules, and it would have made more sense, I guess, going to the 886 because there's like critical support resistance. It was in the middle of nowhere. It was doing this, creating a double bottom in the middle of nowhere. So it's just like the argument was a little bit weaker, but I think he stuck with his guns here. And right, the seller exhaustion on the second low, which is class B bullish divergence, kind of A in this situation where Trader settled up lower, has manifested into a rally to where what is being regarded as resistance, 1611 to 1697. That's, you break that, man, look out. Target is 2412 and 2878. Easy, like easy, dude, like a joke easy. But at the same time, could be bamboozling, could be a fake out where it's just it up thrusted and is now back testing the up thrust as resistance, the inverse of a spring back test of spring, right? Or look, you have an ice line, you flip this chart over, you sprung, you're back testing the spring now. So that, in this situation, that's bullish, right? But if we go back to normal, it's kind of bearish. The up thrust is being back tested. It's the inverse of the back test spring. So the gap could very well fill. That's a nothing burger gap. The volume, there's no volume, and it's the price change was so infinitesimal. It is an everyday gap. So there's a good chance that that'll fill eventually. And whatever, you know, maybe that's when it heads on down to the 886, the actual pattern completion zone, if we're going by the rules. Okay, Fishhead. So a lot of stuff has to be done, because if you want to talk about congestion zone, you have not broken out anything yet. Nothing, burger. All right, you got to break $17 if you want to see the promised land of $24, and then eventually.
Gentlemen in the mix.
28.75. Okay, Fishhead. Great to see the reversal, but you got work to do, and you got gaps to fill. Is that the real gap? It must be the real gap.
Gavin Crown tipped $25. Mitch, where is my BTC cash?
Gavin, we're gonna have to, in a direct message to each other, we're gonna have to figure out an actual secret number to where we know if it's you or not. Well, I mean, I'm talking about minimum number, right? I actually accidentally outed your 25. Okay, so Bitcoin, Canadian dollar. No, this one. What's up, Chris Johnson?
Hi, long time fan, been watching since the 4K BTC. When you get time, can you look at VLI on the TSX?
Yeah. Once we get done with the Canadian dollars, we'll go to that. Okay. Dang, dude. He's also want to look at the Toronto Stock Exchange asset, VLI. Dude, this is a Canadian stream, eh? Where are my maple leafs? Where are my plaid shirts? Where are my hipster glasses? And my beard? And my manners? My politeness, right? Okay, give me a sec, man. Alright, give me a sec. Gosh dang. So it's the same thing. It's like cup with handle, man. Cup with handle broken. You broke the cup with handle. Bullish 5-0. It's good God, so close to all-time highs, huh? Just not quite there. So I'm having to redo all my work because all the work I was doing was on this screen that you see now, and nothing, any work I do here never gets saved. Dealer. Yeah, this one's kind of weird because it fell out of that parabolic trend line pretty bad. Right, where we were looking at it like, wow, it was so good, and then out. But I really don't think it's a big deal, dude. It's just following the US dollar, and we know 618, 50% retrace. It's a bullish 5-0, a bullish 5-0 that has reversed at the PCZ, and the beauty is, oh my God,
I like LAC because
what's so nice about
the
Canadian dollar.
Broke a supply line and could potentially start ushering in hidden bull divergence on weekly.
It could. It could. Fish head. We'll see that gap fill. I'd feel comfortable before launch to do that, right? Okay, so hidden bullish divergence, a low, a higher low with lower levels of relative strength, same time, bullish conversion. Okay, so it was actually almost identical to the US dollar on the oscillators. It was so close to Class C hidden divergence, but that's okay. Convergence is fine. It looks just as primed as the US dollar for upside to break to all-time highs. Okay, some people would be like, I could definitely see someone being like, hey man, just thinking outside the box here, sir, do you see this? This would be the argument for bears, maybe, where a mega rising wedge pattern is in development, where it could hit 77,667 in reverse. So just don't just roll it out. I mean, it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 touches, so it's not even a valid rising wedge yet. But that's upsloping price contraction. Not trying to scare anyone. I'm just pointing out this. Okay. Good stuff, fish head, man. Okay, Gavin, real Gavin, if you're out there, man, still, I don't know if you left yet. I know you go between interplanetary systems, you know, your day-to-day. So, question, man, is it cup with handle or is it a rising wedge? Oh man, bullish trend. Bullish patterns often outperform and are more reliable, and then again, it's like oftentimes in major uptrends, I mean, reversals happen too. So with, you know, patterns like this can happen, but so we got 11 minutes, chat, until the quarterly candle close, the monthly candle close. So it's a run out the clock situation now, where I've been live for 1 hour and 45 minutes. If you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. be sure to join the Patreon tomorrow if you want to learn more about swing trading and how I size up charts, trade setups, education, an extremely active community that is very helpful. It's just like a support group for people on their trading journey, okay? Where if you have asked a question in the very, very active Discord, premium Discord group, you're going to get an answer from somebody. Almost always. I mean, it's just like, yep, so much help. 1,300 people helping each other. Is there any reason why 3 months in a row of over 1,000 patrons? I got you, Brad. Understandable. Man, that is, I'm gonna leave that up just like that. So, right, I've seen this before. You know, rising wedges. Just saying, if like there truly was like finite supply, the money printer going burr, and like institutions are just flooding into this, and mass adoption's happening. I mean, you got this, right? Where if it breaks that upsloping resistance at like 78,000 Canadian dollars, I mean, you got a targeted area of the structure of like 95,000 satoshis if it broke upward, because they can, right? You can show a bearish pattern, but just don't think just because there's a bearish pattern it can't break upward. Apple had an almost identical structure like sometime in 2019 before it just broke out to the upside and went nuts. Okay, so again, it's always going to be like this, where it could break down or up. You're going to have a target both ways. So anyway, just another way to look at it, okay? Cool story, bro. 9 minutes.
Hey Mitch, your TA on OR and Orion would be much appreciated. Thanks, bro.
Thank you, dude. I'm trying to get through these requests. They just don't stop, do they? Interesting-ish. Stupid illiquid. So you don't even, it's like 200,000 volume. Ugh. On VLI, right? You normally want 1 million volume minimum, so your orders are easily filled. Limit buys, stop losses, really important, dude. So he's requesting it because he sees areas of congestion between 17 and 21 cents. Penny stock. Canadian penny stock, eh? So if it holds, right, hidden bullish divergence arguments starting to become kind of apparent here. We've seen many assets like GameStop and AMC that, and Nokia or whatever, there's some that just, they pump, then they dump, and they get back to those areas, and then they double bottom, and they show hidden bullish divergence, and then they have real big markups. So let's say the bottom was in, right? We don't know, but what if it was? How would we target here? Pretty easy.
Mitch? Can you look at this S coin dollar FET? Keep blessing us.
What's up, San Jose, Caliton? Sure, if you wish. Right, say that was the bottom. We don't know. We don't know if it's the bottom yet, but it would make sense as being a bottom because, dude, below that it's 5 pennies. Look, straight down, straight up, straight down, gap up. You know, that's kind of like your next target, 5 to 10 cents if it breaks the 17-cent area. So this is it, man. It's like you don't want anything to do with this asset below 17 cents. So it's up 7+% today. But I would think Fibonacci would probably be most appropriate, where use common retracing, right? The golden zone between 47.5 cents and 65.5 cents. This is it. This is your target zone where this could go if it's actually confirming a second bottom here. That's where it'd be headed. That would be profit-taking levels if one owned this asset. Okay? I mean, the daily is actually literally implying a continuation to the upside on the oscillators. You haven't seen positive momentum since February 22nd. It could be time. You keep losing it. So don't be surprised. If it does, you would say reverse, but it would actually be continue to the upside because that first impulse, sell off, and now a second bottom, and you're above 21 cents, which is the top of the congestion zone. So that I would think that those would be your targeted areas. 47.5 to 65.5 cents, Canadian cents, or whatever. All right. Anyway, moving on. BLI. ORN is down 16.2%. I'm not looking at anything like that. It's really kind of not good. I don't know. I haven't looked at this in a while. I mean, yeah, it's a high, the higher high, then the lower high. And now you're just back testing March 10th high as support, hitting the 200 moving average for the first freaking time since January 29th. So, I don't know, man. Down sloping support that's trying to act as a level of reversal, and then so you might be wedging or something. I don't think there's enough evidence or data at all to be going long on this right now. It's so high too. You know, the time to care about it was when I cared about this, when I found this. It was it was not an actual harmonic. It was an XABCD, but it wasn't anything that was like, oh yeah, this is it, dude. But it made sense with XABCD. It wasn't a formal harmonic because it didn't meet the criteria. It went too high on C and a little too shallow on B, but still 70% retrace once. Back tested old resistance as support once and then twice, and that was it. It was gone. I mean, we could look up the chart, right, where I pinged patrons about it, I guess, right? ORN. Let's see if it's on here anywhere. Dude, look at this. January 17th. All right. Here it is. And maybe I have one before that. Oh my god, dude. Look at this. This wasn't, everyone was pinged the day before. January 16th, I had posted this, okay? For patrons. This is what you get in the Patreon. Like, whatever, man. Like, whether you take action on these or not, or you don't pay attention, you just want to be spoon-fed things, you get stuff like this. This was ORN, the 16th of January. Look, one valley, a second valley. Here are your targets, dude. You know it went a lot freaking higher than those targets. Those are traditional targets. Okay. Look where it went. Stupid. Right? Like, a lot of them. It's just like you can't predict that. Like, you use the traditional technical analysis to find bottoms, and sometimes finding tops are hard, and conditions like these bullish conditions are crazy. So, these levels, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's wedging, but it's had a really nice run, dude. Anything at these levels, it's tough to be like, oh, man, I can't wait to go long on this. This is where your mouth should be watering here. You should be kind of like, meh, at these levels. If we're talking about entering a trade or something. Okay. 3 minutes till your monthly candle close.
You're here because you know something. What you know can't explain. But you feel it. You felt it in your entire life. Like a splinter in your mind.
The month is almost done.
In the mix.
Moments away.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to know what it is?
What a shill. Oh my god, Savo. Stop trying to shill, dude. Nah, don't put your money in that crap just based on the amount of stupid, shameless, pathetic shilling of those people of that asset. You're probably a shill too, dude. You don't care. You're just trying to not get banned.
Hey Mitch, no requests today. Thanks for
Oh, thank God, dude. Yeah, I'm a
got
little
great
gassed
value out
now.
of the Patreon,
A little
even though I missed
white.
the first 6 days.
I'm gonna get some food.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dan. Good stuff, dude. I'm glad you got value out of it, and hopefully I see you again tomorrow.
Is that a joint?
One minute, 20 seconds and counting. All right. I love it. I want to see an indecision candle on a daily like this so it can be so easily engulfed tomorrow. Less than 1 minute. Running out of the clock. Seconds.
Definitely up for another month.
Fantastic, man. Well, thank you for the consideration. Thank you, man.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Seconds, chat. Oh no. Don't be green, be red so we can engulf. Come on, dude. 3, 2, 1. A new month, a new quarter has been born. Let's friggin' go, man. All highest monthly and quarterly close of all time for Bitcoin. Amen.
Hype in the chat!
Bruh.
Perfect. So here it is, your new 30-day candleman. 6 months in a row of straight up non-stop, man. It's wild. Okay, your 3-month candle. If you want to see the close, here it is. Let your eyes see it for the first time ever. A new quarterly candle has been born. There you go.
Bruh.
Let's go back. 4 hour. I mean, nothing burger on the 4 hour. I mean, a successful back test was very real. Of the February 21st high. See this, the low point, the shadow, the wick that we just had? That was right here. That high from February 21st. You just successfully back tested it as support. You know, you fell below it, hammered, engulfed, and then you back tested it for the past 8 hours. So what was once resistance, yes, what was once resistance is now support. Good, and now we're in one of the best months historically ever for Bitcoin. We're out of the absolute worst one ever for Bitcoin. And we got our red candle, didn't we? We got our little indecision scrub candle that can easily be engulfed with a big green engulfing, whatever. Big green impulse candle. All right, man, what a stream. 2-hour live stream, beautiful. Wi-Fi broke out a while ago. All right, Wi-Fi was the bullish Gartley. I'm in on that. I own a Wi-Fi at the PCZ of the bullish Gartley. Thinking 40K plus. Yeah, Link, dude. Link to BTC, chat. I don't know about Link to the US dollar, but I'm just telling you, Link to BTC looks freaking insanely primed for much higher levels. Okay? You're just being warned about that. Oh, candle was green on Coinbase. Get wrecked. Alright, well, trust in the South Koreans. Alright? A lot of volume over there. So, this is the Binance chart. Alright? I trust them, man. So, upside, chat. The poll, by the way. I mean, I told you all about it earlier. Here's the link again. If you want to participate, if you haven't yet. This is like a community poll. My first one ever. The new month, the new quarter. How will people respond to it? 1,600 votes on the poll. 18% of y'all saying I'm crazy. Just kidding. I just did that for fun. But 82% of the 1,600 voters have said, yes, we will hit $72,000. Which isn't fair, because Gavin's like, if it hits 75K, then he'll tip the 75K, but it's like, dude, wait a second. The measure moves 72K. What if we hit the measure move and never hit 75K? I might be screwed. All right. Yeah, so out the gate, Ethereum's up almost 1% as well in 1937. not as high as it got yesterday on the wick. I think it had like 1945 or something at some point. So great news. You are on breakout watch. Like you're at levels now that at any time things could go nuts. Price discovery reinitiated. That type of stuff. Okay. Yeah, anything above that 195 mark on Litecoin is 228 probability. There's a higher probability. I think in time 228 is going to get hit on Litecoin the longer it stays above 195. The Canadian measure move, huh? Oh yeah, Canadian measure moves like what 92k or something. Well, at least on the wedge or whatever. Max, you literally wouldn't have to invest anything to get value out of the Patreon. You know, dude, like, I mean, making money is good, but if you're new and like you're in your journey, like it's not about making money at first. At first, it's about investing in yourself, because like you don't know anything, you don't know what you're doing. You're just taking trades, and you don't even have the correct emotional state to be trading. Yeah, you could take a long on the entries and. But like your emotions are probably gonna screw with you. You know, you need to read Trading in the Zone. You need to get experience, right? You need to be asking questions. You need to be reading or watching all the educational content on the Patreon, right? Watching these streams every day. Like, there's things you need to do before you start trading. So, and that's like just like the richest man of Babylon. You know, the dad gave the son scribes. He also gave him a bag of gold. And what happened at first? The son lost all his golds. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's a book that's been around. So he lost all his gold. So then he referred to his scribes, the education, and he was then able to make back that gold and paid his dad double the amount of gold when he came back. Anyway. So bullish 5, a couple of handle. Great shape.
Master 221, another TSX ticker, HUT, Canada represent. BTC Mining Company. Gonna sub to the Patreon this April BTW. Thanks for your insight.
RT, thank you, man. If you want to look at Bitcoin Mining Company, sure, HUT. Bitcoin the Hut, Pizza the Hut. I think we've been here before. Maybe once. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god, dude. It's so nice. Wow. Chat. I mean, despite its insane growth already, this one is set for much higher prices. Wow. Bullish divergence on the MACD, on the 4-hour, back testing an area of support. Not once, but twice. Also a mini harmonic within. Just showed positive Momo. Yep. Upside 1148. Yeah, it's double bottoming, right? One valley, second valley. Kind of reminds me of Dash. A little bit. Okay, that combination right there. Let's just say we measured. I mean, you know, measure the move. That's the neckline of the double bottom, potential double bottom, somewhat. I mean, it's pretty much like TA Tetris. Like I could, you know, extend this down to the bottom, like the wick. And I'd probably have myself like a perfect, almost. Yeah, look at that, dude. I mean, that's the target. If it breaks 1148, 1595, boom. There you go. It looks great, man. With any help on the daily, maybe hidden bullish divergence? Yeah, not really. Not much help on the daily. Not that. Well, hold on. I'll take that back. From one valley, from this discernible swing low to these new lows, you do have what could be perceived as hidden bullish divergence. So yeah, this is kind of ready. This is like the chart is implying on HUT 1148's next. After 1148, it's 1595. Simple. What was once resistance is support, not once, but twice. The reaction low, the reversal low. Easy to manage risk. You want nothing to do with this asset below 846. There you go, man. Nice one on Hut. RT Master. Okay. Keep her on it. Very decent. 4% today, so. Sweet combination. Babe, it's Now I know. Now I know to determine if it's a fake or real tip from the real Gavin. Okay. Okay. So Bitcoin 59,080 again. Just on the last 4-hour candle of April, you have a confirmed back test of what was once resistance as now support. So it's spring back test of spring technically. So you would think that maybe 60K could be in store for Bitcoin after doing that. Like that type of price action is not bearish. It's actually more bullish. I mean, not to boot, like the breakout of the downsloping channel and the back test. Beautiful. The rejection, the bids that came in, wow. So we're on alert, man. We're on breakout watch, and who knows, could be coming back at like 1 a.m. tonight or something.
And should I be getting hungry?
Yes, you should be getting hungry. Thank you, and you for the 20. Denny's, dude. Denny's just been monster, just been killing it. I mean, just been non-stop, dude. Just right. Got killed with COVID crash, but broke above 1211, which is a big deal, and that was the major one. And so it's, I just broke another peak right here. And back tested as support, and so there's not much. There's chop, man. There's a lot of chop, or a decent amount of chop anyway. So you're just, it had, look, I mean, it had a huge markup, and now it's in a congestion zone, like where there's been reversal points, right? Chop up and down, and it's probably just going to continue doing that. And if it can ever break above $19 for real, then I think you got a good chance of seeing $22 and $23 again. So it's, you know, it's a recovery play, I guess. And showed actual levels of accumulation. Look very clearly right here. November 2nd was higher than that July level. And that is stuff to look for. You gapped up. That gap happened on many different recovery plays. And it actually shifted the entire meta of the entire stock market, where growth was outperforming. Well, then all of a sudden, value and restaurants, all these different like financials, industrials started outperforming all growth. So ever since then, I mean, you know, Cisco, like SYY and Dryden DRI and Coca-Cola, a lot of them started just outperforming. So there's no edge. I'm not like saying it's time to go long. Great idea to go long on an asset like this right now. Not really. So I don't see an opportunity for a trade setup at this current time on Denny's. Thanks, man. Probably a channel here too, I bet, right? I mean, just maybe we just mess with it. 1, 2. Oh, look here, listen, my God, dude.
Look here! Look, listen!
Right, 1 and 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and then you got a second touch on the top, right? Top of the channel. Boom. Alright, you're up, trims. Okay, Denny's. Now back to Bitcoin. Go with handle, man. Showing positive momentum. Again, on the new day. On Binance, it is your first level of positive momentum since February. I'm sorry. First level of positive momentum on the daily for Bitcoin to US dollar tether since March 19th. So it is time, right, to build a new positive histogram island on much, much higher prices. We'll see if it can happen. on the new month, the new quarter. Oh yeah, sorry. FET, which one I missed. God, dude, these assets, man. Like, why even request them at this point? It was like a... Just a nice uptrend, man. Really, really nice uptrend. The time to be asking for this asset was at much lower levels, but what am I supposed to do here? Is it a channel or something? Definitely looks like you got a channel. I mean, trying to make sense of this or something. Something like that, trying to signify the trend you're in. A demand line. Still no, man, at these levels, it's just like, I don't even care. Like, I really don't even care about an asset that looks like this. Like, it's trying to hold an area that was a high as the support now. So if you break that, I think you're going straight down to 56 cents if you fall below 72 cents. Okay, like, I get you're in the uptrend. That could be definitely a demand line for sure. Yeah, but again, to me, it's like, if you get rid of that, look at it like this. Like, up here, it began the range bottom at 56 cents, right? And then correlated to it and ran up to the top. So now you've just been back testing the top of the range as support, but now it's like, if you break this, I think you're going straight down to 56 cents. So it could be up thrusting here. Yeah, failing to really sustain prices and to keep the rally going, but it's still holding, but it doesn't look like for much longer, and there's nothing implying upside. Nothing right now on FET, so that's it, dude. Doesn't really look good at all. Alright, man. What a stream. So, like, seriously, thanks so much for all the likes, love, support, contributions. Been live for 2 hours, 12 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that sub, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. The Instagram link is pinned to the chat. Here it is, spamming it. Just trying to grow my Instagram, and I'm posting daily. Like, it's not, I'm just getting all the harmonics, like, out of the way, right? This is my IG. And so it's like the Fido, the shark. Or just getting them, like, it just looks so good when they're all together like that. So when someone's scrolling, they can just see each one. I don't want to, like, separate, partition, like, do a Gartley one day, do a triangle the next day, do a wedge, and then a harmonic, just trying to just get them all done. And then once they're done, they're there, and they'll stay there. And so then I'll start going with the new other infographics of non-harmonics and stuff. So, okay. Follow me on Instagram. Okay, so thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Tomorrow is the best day to join the Patreon, the first, where you get all the value, 30 days. So looking forward to seeing new faces and faces that have stuck around. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm here at 1 a.m. doing a live stream because Bitcoin's breaking 60K, but you just never know. But for now, things are okay on Bitcoin. We're at an area where there could be a huge markup in time. Breakout watch. So until next time, respect the TA.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Mod man, oh my god! Dude, Martin, thanks for the 100.
Martin Wizard took $100.
My freaking man. Thank you, dude. I'm seriously very grateful, and I hope to see y'all in a little while if Bitcoin begins the month of April insanely well. But if not, I'll just see y'all tomorrow. Thanks again, brother man.
be in this area.
You should leave immediately.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.